You know, Chael, very rarely does your stock rise in defeat. For Dustin Poirier, losing in this fashion was the best case scenario. Now, there are some great fighters that have passed through the UFC. We have seen guys like Alexander Gustafsson. We have seen guys like the Korean Zombie. We've seen guys, so many great fighters that never became UFC champion. Dan Henderson, Joseph Benavidez, Colby Covington, Uriah Faber fought for the belt all these times. All these great guys that fought for the title but never truly got it. When you look at this list, do you believe Dustin sits atop it as the best fighter to never hold undisputed championship?
Yeah, man, I'll play along with this undisputed little elitist club business. I will tell you, as the average person, me and everybody else watching, aside from you, we don't care what comes in front of champion, man. We don't care if it says featherweight champion, lightweight champion, heavyweight champion. That's in these guys' mind. We don't care that it said interim world champion. We don't care that BMF and some of these other things that were up to grab. I mean, 2 of Dustin's last 3 fights have been for title fights. I will just share with you, if you were to grade Dustin Poirier, he gets an A in every column. His boxing was an A. His kicking was an A. His defense was on point. His conditioning, everything about that. Islam got an A+. And I only share that with you when a guy's on his way out or when we call for guys, hey, you can't do this anymore. It's not the outcome that bothers us. It's the performance. And I'm only offering for you. Dustin is not offering that yet. He is not offering negative performances. And when Dustin says, I don't want to climb the mountain again at 155, he is alerting the division. He's alerting the rankings and the matchmakers. Feel free to move on to this division without me. But what he's really telling the audience is when you go to the internet and you voice your opinion on my next opponent, include 170. Include a catch weight at 165. I'm now open. I'm going to that rare island of star like Masvidal, like McGregor, like anybody with the last name of Diaz, right? There's only a few people that have gotten over there where they can do really big fights, even though they don't affect the rankings and or the division for a championship. Dustin wants to be on that island. And frankly, I think he's a star. I think he belongs there. Like if I was to tell you that we could get Dustin versus Colby Covington together, it wouldn't be for a title. It wouldn't affect the rankings. But would you like that fight or not, Daniel? I think we bring an arena to their feet telling me that's a good idea.
Yeah, I mean, you could put those guys in the main event. You know how hard it is to main event pay-per-views with no belt on the line. But those types of names, Dana White saying Dustin can stay here as long as he wants is very telling because not everybody has that runway to essentially make your career, stay however long you want and do whatever you want. Dustin Poirier has that. Dustin Poirier saying it might be over for me, but stopping Rogan short or anybody short of being definitive in that statement tells you that there's a big part of him that knows that the end isn't right now. I think what he is doing, though, is also telling you it's going to cost a lot to get me back in there. You want me back in there, you're going to have to pay me. Because he can't go from making Conor McGregor money to Islam Makhachev money to fighting for something that he doesn't feel will be worth his time. I believe that we will see Dustin Poirier again. I hope that we see Dustin Poirier again because I don't know that he's ever been better. Chael, he was better Saturday than he was in the Benoit Saint-Denis fight. He defended takedowns much better Saturday than I anticipated him to be able to defend takedowns against Islam Makhachev. He was in the fight. Look, man, I'll say this. There was a judge that had the fight card 2-2. Going into the 5th, I thought it was 3-1 at minimum for Makhachev. I thought his controls and his striking was good enough to put him ahead in the fight. But Dustin Poirier has nothing to be ashamed of. Many thought that he would get wiped out. He did not. He fought well. He fought hard. And he had the champion telling him, I've never been through this. I've never experienced this as a professional fighter. That is a big deal. And Dustin Poirier showed once again why he's one of the greatest lightweights that we have seen. He will leave behind a legacy of fun fights, big power, and star quality. And part of that star quality is owed to McGregor, Holloway, and all those great athletes that he shared the octagon with, man. He was very gracious in defeat, as he always is. But it's hard whenever you don't have that goal that really is your motivating factor for so long. But hell, Alexander Volkanovski already was like, hey, put me and Dustin Poirier together. That's a fight I'm tapping into every day of the week, Chael.
Asking honestly, guys, has the UFC ever talked to you guys and said, hey, don't get Sean canceled. Don't bring up shit that's going to get him canceled.
How can we get you canceled when you're the one who says all the shit you do?
I only speak truth, my man. You look like a gay pirate. Calm down.
Good fight, good win, a little bit.
Good fight. I don't know about good, but I won.
Okay. Good fight, but
Barely. Hey, calm the fuck down, Canadian, bro. Yeah, that judge is terrible, you guys.
When you heard it was a split decision, were you a little bit concerned? You've been on some.
Yeah, no, I've been fucked once or twice in my life, guys. Yeah, no, a little bit, but you know, you leave shit in the hands of the judges, bro, and like you can't complain. You know, I mean, I'll bitch on Instagram for a couple of days, but you know, once I go through my feelings and my ovaries stop hurting, I let it go.
Dana was in here and he said he was surprised by how Paulo fought. He said he was going to try and turn it into a street fight, and then he didn't. Probably couldn't adjust to your style. Were you a bit surprised with how Paulo fought?
Yeah, you know, you could never tell how good somebody is until they fight somebody good, and I think that like there's that moment where every time Costa's like, I'm going to fight this man, he gets stuck in the face. He's like, oh, I don't think I want to fight this man today. So I think a lot of it was just like, you know, you never know how good somebody is until they fight somebody good, and that's kind of what you see in there.
I feel like over the past few fights, your style has become more and more effective, and you are actually getting better and better. Do you feel that way when you get in there?
Yeah, you know, it was just kind of like, it was just awkward, man. It was like a weird fight. I mean, there was a moment where I even stopped, like, going in my fight stance. I just started walking forward, like, what the fuck are we doing here, dude?
But that said,
Trump is here, man. Come on now. We had a convicted felon. Let's put on a fucking show for this man.
Technically, are you one as well? Are you a convicted felon?
No, I pled to 2 misdemeanors, sir.
Oh, okay.
I could still own a gun and vote and apparently run for president.
Was it cool to perform in front of Trump?
Oh, yeah, dude. Trump is a fucking man, you guys. I think we're all Trumpsters here besides the fucking Canadian. Yeah, no, he...
I'm no horse in the race.
Yeah, no, for sure. As long as not fucking Trudeau. Yeah, no, man, dude, Trump is the fucking man. You guys ever meet Trump? You talk to him? You know, like, I thought I wouldn't like the guy, you know? I mean, he hooks up with models all the time, you know? He has a lot of money. Like, I'm a little jealous, but no, you meet him, and he's actually a solid fucking guy. He asks me how my woman's doing. Like, he gets to know you. Yeah, he's a good fucking dude, man. Good fucking dude.
Sean, front right here. Between rounds, the broadcast showed Paulo's corner telling him that he was up 2-1 heading into the fourth round. Like, what do you make of that?
You know, he did land calf kicks, but for every, like, one calf kick he landed, I landed, like, 5 teeps. So it's like, you know, I mean, look at it. I mean, his stomach showed more damage than my calf did. Yeah, it was just a weird fucking fight, man. I don't know what was going on with Costa. It's like, I think he might have been, dude, your thing say coffee hating? What the fuck is going on here, bro?
Just a coffee break.
All right, man. What kind of fucking coffee you drinking, dude? This fucking guy, dude. I mean, you bring a laptop and you put coffee Satan sticker on, bro. Are you, hey, be careful about this guy. You never fucking, anyways. Yeah, no, I don't know. I just think Costa wasn't, he just fucking maybe wanted to be friends, you know? I don't fucking know, man.